Now I want to proceed to announce the outcome of this election exercise. After collating the state, the local government result tally into the state result form, which I have since announced, I have now entered the result as tallied into the final form, which is form EC 8E. It is now my honor and privilege to proceed to once again mention the figures for each of the contestants. This time, as I said earlier, I will have to mention names of those who contested this election alongside their respective political parties. I will also mention the figure that they scored in this election. I'll start from the top. This is my computation. Candidate number 1, Onyenze Chidi Charles of A, political party A. It's called 224. Number 2, Nweke Ezechukwu Jeffat, AA. That's the name of his political party. It's called 1145. 1145. Number 3, Ifeme Ludike Chioma Grace of AAC, scored 292. Number 4, Nwosu Chuma John of ADC, scored 8208. 8208. Number 5, Ukachukwu Nicholas of APC, scored 99445. I'll take that again, please. 99445. Number 6, Soludo Charles Chukwuma of APGA, scored 422664. I repeat that, 422664. OT Cyprian Echezona of APN, scored 892. Onweke Christopher Chukwudubem, score of the APP, scored 73. Okeke Chika Jerry of BP, scored 126. Moralu George Nna Dubem of LP, scored 10576. 10576. Onye Jebu Geoffrey of NNPP, scored 525. Ndidi Christy Oli of the NRM, scored 36. SA14 Jude of the PDP scored 1401. Chukwuma Vincent of the SDP scored 241. Chukwuma Paul Chukwuka of the YPP scored 37753. 37753. And finally, number 16, Ugoji Uchenna Martin of the ZLP scored 453. Now, when the collation officers were announcing the results from the various local governments, they mentioned that some mentioned that there were incidents, and they filled the respective forms as required by the regulation. I will now proceed to mention the respective local government that were involved, as well as the number of, as the case may be, local government affected, the ward area affected, the registered vote there, and the PVC collected. The whole idea is to cross the hurdle, if we can, of the margin of lead equation as required by the regulation. And so I'll mention first we have Anambra West. What we have there is the number of registered voters. You have 784. That's affected by the areas where the incident took place. And the total PVC collected there is also 784. Next is Anambra local government. We also have the number of registered voters there, 3,000 or 3785. The number of PVC collected there is 3,751. That is 3751. You have Oka South, where the area affected, the registered number of voters there, you have 77, while the PVC collected 75. And last but finally, we have Onitsha South, where you have the number of registered voters in the affected area as 5835, and the PVC collected is exactly the same figure, 5835. And the total tally of the registered voters in these affected areas, 10,481. That is 10481. The number of PVC collected in the affected areas, the total is 10445. And then when we added up this, the margin of lead between the candidate with the highest number of votes and the candidate with the next highest number of votes came to 323,219, and that is 323,219. And as I said, the figures have been revealed out, which is What you have there is for the PVC collected 10,445. So, in view of this, the margin of error principle is not in any way affected in this particular election. Consequently, I'm going to now proceed to make the final declaration. I, Professor Edoba Bright Omorige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Vice Chancellor, University of Benin, hereby certify that I am the returning officer for the 2025 Anambra State governorship election held on the 8th day of November 2025. I also certify that the election was contested and that a winner emerged. The candidate with the highest number of votes cast and percentage have all been computed. I therefore declare that Soludo Charles Chukwuma of the APGA, I will satisfy the requirement of the law and score the highest number of votes in this election, is hereby declared the winner and returned elected.